A few months ago, it was finally revealed that The Simpsons would be officially returning to DVD, yet again. According to Amazon.com, an active listing was in fact revealed stating a pre-order date for Season 19, supposedly coming out on December 3rd, 2019. Well, what does this mean exactly? It means after what feels like an extremely long battle, we finally have The Simpsons seasons 1 through to 20 on DVD in some capacity. However, what does this mean for the future of the show released onto physical media? This video essay is going to explore the future of The Simpsons released onto DVD, along with why they were cancelled and the ongoing fight between physical media and streaming, and whether there's a future for DVD releases of The Simpsons going forward. This revealed DVD set of Season 19 appears to feature collectible artwork of Homer, which unfortunately goes against anything matching previous seasons that we have already had, and goes against the expectation of matching the streaming covers which can be viewed on streaming services such as Amazon Prime. I was fully expecting to see Milhouse on the front cover following on from the Fat Tony cover in Season 18. Apparently, it must be true, nobody likes Milhouse.
Nobody likes Milhouse!
I keep making God madder and madder.
Only this past week, a Seasons 1 through to 20 limited edition box set was added to Amazon.com, with unique packaging scheduled for the exact same release date as Season 19 as a singular DVD release. However, this product had a whopping retail price of $500. Yes, $500 for DVDs in 2019. Why the high price, you may ask? Supposedly, this DVD set is limited to 1,000 pieces worldwide and has already sold out. This genuinely surprised me. A pre-order for Season 19 was also recently added to Amazon.co.uk with a scheduled release for December 2nd, 2019, and yes, I have already pre-ordered my copy. I feel there's an interesting argument concerning the future DVD releases of this beloved animated television sitcom. In case you weren't aware, the current showrunner Al Jean, who has been consistently running the show since 2001, made the decision to cancel the DVDs after the home release of Season 17 in 2014. This was in order to get with the times, so to speak. Home media releases seemed to slow down as he claimed an inability for DVD sales to keep up with the current methods of media consumption, in other words, online streaming. Although I could easily call bullshit on such a statement, I feel he did have a point to a degree. It's nothing new to say that the digital versatile disc is almost viewed as an ancient relic by this point in the modern world. Internet streaming and other paid services to consume media are available for the fraction of a cost of what a DVD may set you back. An example, here in the UK your standard DVD release may cost you approximately £10 for a generic movie, and $15 for the Blu-ray release. Many huge successful streaming companies such as Netflix, Amazon Prime, and Hulu charge around, if not slightly less than the price of the DVD alone. This would be for a full month's subscription to their service. As long as you pay the fee and as long as you have the time, you can basically watch as much entertainment as you like, far more than what you'd receive for just one DVD. This development may have heavily spurred the decision announced by Al Jean in 2014, with a possible decline in DVD sales reinforcing the decision at hand. However, to counter this, it does not necessarily mean there is no market demographic for physical media. In the present, collecting physical media is a simple enough commodity for the sake of having a collector's item that has value to you, the consumer. You spent money on something you felt the desire to spend your money on in the first place. You enjoy it to the fullest, and nobody can take that away from you. I have more on this specifically in a brief moment. The market for physical media has significantly changed in the past decade. People buy DVDs for varying reasons. Personally, I buy DVDs as an easier alternative to streaming a movie or a TV show regardless of cost. As someone who is consistently pressed for time due to the wonders of adult life and the working world, if I were to spend a significant amount of money on a streaming service, I would feel pressure to use my monthly subscription to its fullest. With this in mind, I would not be getting my money's worth. and therefore I would feel guilty that I've spent money and possibly lost out, resulting in the inability to enjoy something to its fullest extent. This is the point I challenge Al Jean's initial decision of revoking the DVD releases, showing how physical media still has a place in the world. If you invested your money and time into collecting the DVD box sets of a TV show, surely it's only fair to supply the niche demand. After all, DVD sales do count for something. With Season 18's release and now the release of Season 19, I think dedication was definitely proven to be the winner in this instance. With physical media, I think it's a given that it's always going to be physically in your grasp. Explaining the obvious, you are not timed to a restriction on when you can watch something when it comes to DVDs. Providing you own it along with the obligatory means to watch it, you can do so whenever you see fit. And the best part, nobody can take that away from you. A physical copy of a TV show or movie cannot be altered. It's already burned to a disc and exists on your shelf in the exact form it was released and purchased in. It isn't suddenly going to be taken down from a streaming website without you knowing. This is where my previous argument was leading: the rise in unnecessary censorship and the ability to make changes to online media and its availability. If you have a physical copy of a show or movie in hand, no alterations can be applied because nobody can take it away from you. Surely that is value to the consumer. You spent money on something because you felt the need to own it. Following the release of the Michael Jackson documentary Leaving Neverland, this instigated a book burning of a classic Simpsons TV episode for its supposed hidden agenda. A hidden agenda that both Al Jean and James L. Brooks heavily believed to be true. The supposed king of the pop music genre, Michael Jackson's popularity was heavily explored in the 1991 TV episode Stark Raving Dad from Season 3. In the episode, Homer is sent to a mental institution following a laundry incident, where Bart's lucky red hat stains Homer's classic white-collar shirt in a very obtrusive pink colour. Excluded for being different, he finds comfort in possibly the most unlikely of men in the institution. A large Barney Gumble-esque man who appears violent at first, juxtaposed by the smooth voice of Michael Jackson. To clarify, he is not Michael Jackson, but simply a patient who claims to be Michael Jackson. Due to the content of the documentary relating to Michael Jackson, and the strong allegations of paedophilia explored in the film, the episode Stark Raving Dad has been removed from all circulation and is supposedly not going to be printed on future DVD releases of the third season box set. Whether you agree or disagree that MJ may have used this episode for the purposes Gene and Brooks believe, in my opinion the episode does not relay this point, especially now and only now that it has only just been removed this year from circulation, 10 years after Michael Jackson's death. It strikes me that the episode was read into too intricately and therefore has been removed just in case it offends any viewers.
Hey Michael, what happened to your voice?
This is my real voice. All my life I was very angry, until one day I just talked like this.
If you wanted to watch this episode on a legal streaming website, chances are it is no longer available. That's not to say the controversy surrounding this episode is not understood. It is in fact a huge issue relating to Michael Jackson as a person and reflects a grotesque persona over his beloved music career. But with Jackson having now been deceased for a decade, the allegations will remain as allegations regardless of how you feel about him as a person. With Jackson dead, we will never fully know for certain if the allegations said against him are the truth. He has defended himself before about allegations of a similar degree in the past, but now he cannot defend himself. So on the topic of celebrities and mediated censorship, if someone were to tarnish their career with their own actions, how long until more episodes become removed from circulation? How long until there becomes a list of banned Simpsons episodes? The DVDs hold on to a history that I feel shouldn't be erased at all and physically cannot be erased, unlike streaming services which can be altered at a moment's notice. This heavily argues the importance of DVDs and how they cannot be altered once in circulation for a long duration of time. So all of this really does beg the question, will the DVD releases continue? Based on Season 18's DVD release, it did open up opportunities for more releases to come. It remained consistent as one of Amazon's highest-selling home media products after its release in December 2017. The strategy of releasing the DVD around the holidays was definitely a strong boost to its sales, which I was hoping would have continued in 2018 with a Season 19 release. But now in 2019 we have the Season 19 DVD release to further reinforce this point. As seen on Twitter, fans often post to Al Jean personally expressing their desire for more DVD releases. If this is something that continually interests you, I highly encourage anyone to drop him a follow and post about the DVD releases whenever he decides to tweet something. And therefore I do think it is safe to say that he is aware of the desire for more Simpsons DVDs to come. Despite how well Season 18 may have sold, testing the waters for more Simpsons DVD releases years after the hiatus, Season 20 onwards may be at risk of not getting the same beloved treatment as the rest of the show. I'll refer to what some longtime fans call Zombie Simpsons. For a brief explanation, these fans depict pretty much everything after Season 12 of The Simpsons as terrible. And even though I strongly disagree with some of my personal favourite episodes being on Seasons 16 through to 18, it can be argued for sure that Seasons 21 onwards have definitely felt a huge decline in quality, with repetitive writing and a huge lack of ideas. This is not to say that the later seasons do not deserve the DVD treatment. There are definitely some hidden gems in terms of episodes in the later seasons which I wholeheartedly recommend checking out. Some of my favourites include Falcon and the Doman, Them Robot, Penny, Wise Guys, To Care with Love, Labour Pains, Days of Future Future, Brick Like Me, Blazed and Confused, you get the idea. If you haven't watched The Simpsons in a long while, I recommend each and all of these episodes for sure. The final straw may be Disney's approach to releasing the show since their takeover of 20th Century Fox in March 2019, although from my understanding they don't specifically have a say in what is released in terms of DVDs, and that this may be under the belt of Groening, Al Jean and the gang. It's fair to say Disney's involvement may impact the possibility of future DVD releases going forward. With all the episodes, minus this one of course, now fully available on DisneyPlus, it may just be the case that DVDs are left forgotten by the almighty mouse, and that the DVD releases for Seasons 21 onwards will simply become irrelevant. But who knows, maybe the mouse will be merciful by giving the fans something to hold on to in terms of hope.
Alright, who's the asshole?
I think that's going to wrap things up nicely for this video essay. Overall, to summarise, I can only hope for more Simpsons DVD releases, but I feel we shouldn't expect anything game-changing anytime soon. The likelihood is, post-Season 19, we will receive a repackage of Season 20 as possibly a farewell if the DVDs are to end on a high note. Especially since the 20th anniversary DVD set was not globally released and is just a bare-bones DVD set with nothing but the episodes included. I am sure many fans can appreciate the special features are definitely worth owning. The fight is still ongoing between physical media and streaming, and as I have argued, physical media does still extend to a variety of strong points. It cannot be edited, and once it is yours, it belongs to you, the consumer. Plus, collecting an item can define extensive meaning to the consumer. However, that's not to say streaming does not have its positives. Clearly it is inexpensive compared to the ratio of content to price with DVDs. You will clearly get more for your money in terms of the subscription than you would for a new release DVD, but then again, you run the risk of watching what the mouse, for a better use of phrasing, wants you to watch. Thank you very kindly for watching this video essay. If some bits do sound slightly off, such as stating a release was in the past week when it was actually released a month ago, I must confess I have been working on this video for a little while. Expect a Season 19 Simpsons DVD box set unboxing on the release day, and for more be sure to leave a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel DVD Review Studios for more upcoming videos.